And Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi is appearing before the Senate Committee of National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations, where deliberations on Kenyans stranded in Russia are ongoing. Mudavadi says the government requires additional funding to repatriate citizens stuck abroad.
Criminalizes the enlistment service or training of Kenyan citizens in foreign military or armed forces without the written authority of the President. Madam Chair, what these Kenyans have been doing has been in breach of the law. They have broken the law. They are engaged in an illegal activity. However, the point now is to help them get out of the dilemma. And it's through this window that the government is saying that there's an amnesty. Get out of that difficult situation before it is too late. Don't engage in it, because going forward, the correct thing for the government to do, other than empathize, will actually be to enforce the law and have these individuals prosecuted, because they are engaging in an illegal and criminal activity. Over and above that, Madam Chair, we are going to pursue the development and conclusion of bilateral legal instruments on mutual legal assistance and the transfer of prisoners and sentenced persons, because not all countries have mutual legal assistance agreements with Kenya. So we are going to enhance this and taking into account the whole aspect of renewed labor mobility globally, it will now be necessary to broaden the number of countries with which we have mutual legal assistance protocols and transfer of prisoners and sentenced persons protocols. So this is another area that we intend to pursue to try and mitigate on this challenge. Finally, Madam Chair, the measures and reforms being undertaken to strengthen oversight, verification, enforcement mechanisms to prevent the recurrence of deceptive foreign recruitments, including public advisories, a verification protocol for overseas job offers, and enhanced safeguards to protect the welfare and rights of Kenyan citizens seeking employment. So, to a certain extent, I've covered some of them, but let me just summarize. To date, we have